What is up, amigos? Hope you're doing well. Sometimes cinema isn't just a story or a spectacle, it's an assault on your senses, your emotions, and your moral compass. Marco isn't a film you merely watch, it's something you survive. You feel it in the pit of your stomach, in the way your breath quickens when a scene becomes too much to bear, and in the sheer disbelief as you ask yourself, did they really just show that? But here's the paradox, you're still glued to the screen. Every time you think you should look away, you don't. You're horrified, yet fascinated, repelled, yet deeply engaged. And by the time the credits roll, you're left with a strange cocktail of emotions, disgust, admiration, and even a grudging sense of awe. Why? Because Marco is an experience, a visceral, brutal, and an unrelenting one. But there's more to it than just the gore. Unni Mukundan, known for his dependable and understated roles in films like Janatha Garage and Bhagamathie, takes a dramatic leap here. He's no longer the quiet, reliable character in the background. In Marco, he transforms into an unstoppable force of destruction, bringing a ferocious energy that will make you see him in a whole new light. And this review will be incomplete if I don't talk about Malayalam cinema as a whole here. A powerhouse of innovation. For years, it has been synonymous with out-of-the-box storytelling and a unique ability to turn even the most unconventional narratives into cinematic gold. Marco pushes that reputation further. Despite being more about blood-soaked revenge than a layered plot, it somehow manages to captivate you, thanks to its sheer technical brilliance and its understanding of how to grip an audience. This is not just a movie, it's an unapologetic, no-holds-barred exploration of vengeance. So what makes Marco stand out? Let's break it down. So, the story begins with Marco, the adopted son of a powerful family in Kerala's gold trade. Life takes a sharp turn when his younger brother is brutally murdered, and the trail leads back to a gold smuggling syndicate. Now, Marco doesn't just seek justice, he seeks total annihilation. This is a film about vengeance, plain and simple. Marco's journey is fueled by rage, and his transformation into a relentless force of destruction is both terrifying and fascinating. What makes it all the more chilling are Marco's rivals, characters so depraved that their actions bring the film to its most shocking moments. The antagonists don't just target Marco but wreak havoc on his entire family, sparing no one. I mean sparing no one, absolutely. And Marco, he responds with a vengeance that is equally horrifying. The film doesn't offer any philosophical musings or justifications for its violence. It's raw, primal, and utterly unforgiving. The action in Marco is absolutely relentless and brutal, often crossing the line into outright gore. Marco tears through his enemies with a ferocity that leaves no room for mercy. One of the most unforgettable moments when he rips apart a villain's fingers with his bare hands before pulling his heart out with his bare hands again. The corridor fight sequence deserves special mention too. We have seen corridor fight sequences in Animal 2, but this is on a different level. Malayalam cinema's knack for technical brilliance shines through here. The scene is a masterclass in tension and chaos. With clever use of lighting, camera angles, and sound design, it's the kind of scene that feels both cinematic and terrifyingly real, making you feel every punch and every scream. While Marco does have impressive stylization, it doesn't always match the choreography finesse of movies like Kill, the only one that I can compare this to. But wait and hear me out. When I say it doesn't match the same finesse, this is not because of any technical grounds or underachievement. This seems like a deliberate move. Kill had a protagonist who was a commando, a military commando, and hence his action too was very tactical. But Mako and the characters here are no commandos. They don't do fancy or tactical, they are just pure savages. The action here is more about raw power and shock value than precision. But in the context of the film, it absolutely works. It's messy, unrelenting, and perfectly in tune with Mako's character. And the final antagonist in Mako takes the film's violence to a whole new level. Their attack on Mako's family is not just shocking, it's horrifying. They don't even flinch once before brutally murdering, I don't know how I could say this, even women and children. I can't help say something on the lines of a spoiler here that a young kid's head is brutally crushed with a gas cylinder. The sheer cruelty and lack of boundaries in their actions make them one of the most despicable villains in recent memory. What's worse is the calculated nature of the wrath. This isn't random violence, it's a deliberate attempt to destroy Mako's world. Watching Mako respond to this devastation with equal brutality is both cathartic at times and deeply unsettling. There's no room for forgiveness or redemption here, only destruction. Talking about the technical aspects, this is where Malayalam cinema's expertise comes into play. Mako is a masterclass in how to make even the goriest, most plot-thin movies feel so engaging. The cinematography, particularly in the action sequences, is top-notch. Every frame feels meticulously crafted, from the dimly lit corridor scenes to the wide shots that capture Mako's relentless pursuit of vengeance. The sound design also plays a huge role here. Ravi Basroor's background score is loud, aggressive, and perfectly suited to the film's tone. It doesn't just accompany the visuals, it amplifies them, making every moment feel larger than life. But it's not just about the technical aspects. Malayalam filmmakers have a unique understanding on how to pace their stories too. Even when there's very little plot to speak of, they know when to pull back, when to let the action breathe, and when to push the audience to their limits. It's this understanding of cinema that makes Mako work even when it shouldn't. Okay, now let's take a moment to appreciate Unni Mukundan. This is a role unlike anything he's done before, and he absolutely owns it. His physical transformation is remarkable. He looks lean, dangerous, and every bit the unstoppable force that Mako needs to be. But it's not just about the physicality. Mukundan brings a raw intensity to the role, making Mako's descent into vengeance feel real and believable. It's a performance that's hard to forget, even as the film itself bombards you with relentless brutality. So, that's Mako for you. A film that doesn't just stay on the screen but burrows into your mind, leaving you shocked, amazed, and maybe even questioning why you couldn't look away. Honestly, this film is not for the faint-hearted. But if you enjoy this kind of films, do go to theaters and watch it, and do let me know what you thought of the film. Was it too much, or did it strike the right balance for you? Do let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this review and found it intriguing, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more unique takes on films like these, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss on any of the upcoming videos. Also, share this video with your friends, especially those who are always up for a conversation about films like Mako. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.